A Brooklyn Park charter school is working on a plan to purchase a portion of a city park in order to build a playground and add additional parking space. Excel Academy is located right next to Fair Oaks Park in Brooklyn Park. The school has utilized green space in the park for the past 18 years as a place for children to play. Now the school wants to purchase the east half of the park in order to build a playground. The Brooklyn Park City Council discussed the issue for about an hour Monday night. Ultimately, the council approved the first reading, but city staff members want to discuss a proposal that would keep Fair Oaks Park in city hands and still allow Excel Academy to build a playground on the site with their own money and help maintain the park.
It's very clear this evening that all members of the council are interested in finding a path for Excel to stay here. They're a tremendous asset for our community, for our youth, so that's what we'll work on.
The council will revisit the issue and vote on the second reading at its next meeting. Planning to fly? The need for real ID is now 10 months away. State officials are encouraging Minnesotans who need a real ID to pre-apply online first. Driver and Vehicle Services has a new tool that helps travelers make sure they have the required documents needed to obtain a real ID. Starting October 1st, every air traveler 18 years and older will need a real ID or passport to fly within the United States. Fewer than 10% of Minnesotans currently have a real ID. We'll have a link to the Real ID website at ccxmedia.org. A local fishing business is on a mission to help anglers across the country catch more fish. I got a look inside Omnia Fishing headquarters in Golden Valley.
I find these hooks to be extremely heavy duty compared to some of the some other baits.
It's what every angler loves to do.
He's like, yep.
Talk fishing and look at tackle.
I started fishing with my father and my brothers and grew up in Minnesota. It's a heritage and, you know, just love it.
Ron Strauss stocked up in time for ice fishing, and he did it with the help of Omnia Fishing.
Let's just say they were shipping me things every 2 weeks or every month over the summer. So.
Omnia has a small retail location in Golden Valley, but its main store is online. Instead of being overwhelmed with thousands of fishing products to choose from, Omnia narrows down only relevant tackle you need for the species you're targeting.
You can get close-ups of the product.
And it's specific to the lake you plan to fish on.
Medicine Lake, which is a little bit dirtier, may require a bait that has a little bit more flash to it.
Omnia Fishing CEO Matt Johnson says the company serves about 150,000 lakes.
So we put new anglers into the industry, but they're falling out the bottom, and it's because they're not having fun. And part of it is they're not catching fish. They're going to the lake unprepared, and we're trying to send people there with confidence.
Johnson says most anglers shop in-store because they have questions. However, Omnia's chat tool allows you to get answers right online. But the online shopping experience goes beyond buying tackle.
What colors do you use for the muskies?
Consumers say it becomes a community.
And we share information, and I think this is just going to help facilitate that. And it's going to make it better for everybody.
On the website, anglers across the country can help each other discover what baits are working.
And then we actually reward the consumer for making that suggestion.
Because in the end, it's you against the fish. Omnia Fishing launched their business the beginning of this year. In the next few months, Omnia is looking to stock 10,000 to 15,000 products. We'll have their link on ccxmedia.org. A social service group in Golden Valley needs your help. PRISM's annual holiday toy shop is December 14th. We'll see parents shopping for no-cost gifts for kids at Valley Community Presbyterian Church. And to gather enough to go around, they're holding a donation drive on December 5th from 1 till 7 p.m. Folks can drop by with a donation and help PRISM fill this van twice over. PRISM says the need is urgent because a former major donor, Toys for Tots, isn't giving them anything this year. There'll be a 50% loss without the community's help.
So our need is exceptional. We've been doing this for many years. We set up a wonderful experience for the families in our community, and we think it's important that families have the opportunity to maintain traditions during these times of year.
If you can't make the Fill the Van event, you can bring a donation anytime. You can also give money or check out their Amazon wish list. There's a link on our website, ccxmedia.org. A New Hope nonprofit is receiving an early Christmas present thanks to a local farmer's insurance agent. Do Canines helps train assistance dogs to enhance the quality of life for people with disabilities. New Hope-based farmers insurance agent Erin Janke is a Do Canines volunteer. She won the organization a $5,000 grant through Farmers Insurance by filling out an essay about what the organization means to her.
The $5,000 will go a long way with Do Canines. It does cost up to $25,000 to train an assistance dog. So anything from the cost of vet care, dog food, treats, kennels, you name it, they'll find a way to spend the money.
Do Canines is one of 2 organizations nationwide to receive the Farmers Insurance Grant. The recent snowfall has created a winter wonderland in different areas of the northeast suburbs. Photojournalist Dustin Scholl found sections of Brooklyn Park that showcase the beauty of winter. Enjoy.
After a 26-3 season last winter, the Wayzata girls basketball team is 4-0 out of the gate this season and ranks 2nd in Class 4A. The Trojans face 10th-ranked Maple Grove on Tuesday night. Here's Jason Malillo with more on Wayzata.
The Trojans are excited to run against Maple Grove, a matchup that always seems to bring out the best in both teams.
Every year the game is a pretty close one. Last year, I don't remember the exact score, but it's always pretty low scoring. So this year, we're talking about trying to get the score up, trying to get the ball moving.
We've had some really, really good games with them over the years, and they got some really nice players. So yeah, we embrace the challenge and look forward to it every year.
Wayzata has scored over 70 points in each of its 4 games this season, all convincing wins. The girls are excited about the start, but also about continuing to get better.
We have a lot to work on, but another thing I like is each game we're fixing the things that we need to work on. We address them in practice, then next game work on it. At halftime we talk about whether or not we've accomplished what we've been wanting to address.
Practices here are heavy on defense and ball handling, 2 skills Wayzata coaches expect every player to focus on in order to play Trojan basketball.
We've kept the tradition, we've kept it going. We play fast, we play big, play a lot of high-low, so it's been a lot of the same stuff.
The Crimson hasn't beat the Trojans since the 14-15 season, so Wayzata expects a good battle. Jason Malillo, CCX Sports.
Meanwhile, Maple Grove is 1-1 so far this season after winning 24 games a season ago. As Jay Wilcox reports, expectations are high in this program too.
With 4 of 5 starters and most of a state tournament team back, Maple Grove is excited about the season, and they can start at a higher level with so much experience back.
We didn't have to pick up from square one last year. We started right where we ended, and that's awesome to have, and just to be able to incorporate things because we know we have that strong base already set.
Senior Abby Schulte is a great all-around player. Junior Jordan Lamker can score in a variety of ways. Sophomore Ari Gordon is a rising star. The pieces are there to make another run at a section title.
Yeah, it's really fun that we've went to the state tournament the last 2 years just because now it's kind of an expectation for us, and like our standards are a lot higher now. And so we want to just work day in and day out to get back to where we were and even go farther and win the first game of state and see where we go from there.
Maple Grove girls sports are riding high after winning the first state softball title in program history last spring and taking the first soccer title this fall. It has the basketball players' attention.
It helps tremendously. I mean, our soccer team just won the state championship, so having 4 girls on our team that have played in a state championship and to have all of us who have played in section finals it makes all the difference in the world. I mean, just to have that competitive advantage already.
Well, you know, in our top 18 kids, we have 4 kids that were on that championship soccer team, and I think that championship mentality and having that in the locker room and having that in the gym every day absolutely helps.
While Maple Grove is a very good team, they are just one of 4 teams in the Northwest Suburbs ranked in the top 10 in Class 4A. That includes Tuesday night's opponent.
You know, what Coach Schumacher's going at Wayzata and what Coach Kaz is doing at Hopkins and, you know, what Coach Metcalf's doing at Park Center and all those schools around. I mean, there's just so much talent in girls basketball across the state. You know, it's fun to be a part of it, and it's fun to have Maple Grove be a part of that conversation.
Maple Grove should be in the conversation a lot this winter among girls basketball fans. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
And you can see what should be a great matchup between Maple Grove and Wayzata live from Maple Grove High School Tuesday night at 7 o'clock here on CCX1 and online at ccxmedia.org. The game also replays Tuesday night at 10 and Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. We'll also have Park Center girls basketball on Thursday night as they play at Rogers.